You spent decades in this field of civil
4 decades
engineering.
this
Four
year.
decades. So, what excites you about this profession every morning, even now when you wake up?
Wherever I am, when I wake up, the first thing I see is a window or a door or a ceiling or a wall, and everything belongs to me, my profession,
Right.
what I design. Wherever I go, by flight, airport, terminal, runway, by road, highway, bridges, by canal, water, irrigation, command area, everything that we see, I understand what it is, how to do it.
Right.
But I am so happy, excited that as a civil engineer, I'm able to connect with all the facets of life
Right.
and what life needs.
True.
We are working for that. Otherwise, used to think, no, I should get into popular designs also. We are able to participate in the planning and design of Telangana Secretariat and AP Velagapudi Secretariat.
Okay.
Both Telugu State Secretariat, I got the opportunity to be part of the design and planning.
Right.
I got into so many buildings, like popular buildings, GVK1 Mall here, Snow World,
Right.
Entertainment,
Yeah.
and Jal Vihar, Laser Gallery, Lumini Laser Gallery. Like that, so many interesting projects I could get opportunity to.
People admire skyscrapers, bridges, and highways, but very few of them actually stop and think about people who actually built them. Today's conversation is not just about engineering, it's about leadership, responsibility, and the people who literally shape the world we live in. Welcome back to Beyond the Title, a podcast which goes beyond the achievements and the expertise into the stories and experiences of people that truly shape them. Today we're joined by Mr. Surya Prakash Ponnada, civil engineer and managing director of Satyavani Projects and Consultants. Hello, sir. Hello. Welcome to Beyond the Title.
Yeah, thank you.
We are so honored that you could join us today. Before I get into your journey into civil engineering, I'd like to spend a few minutes to understand what brought you into this field. Before you became an engineer, before your company started, and all the leadership roles, who were you?
I was very innocent and aimless, easygoing person actually.
Okay.
I was, but back of my mind, always my mother infused some goal, that is to become an engineer, which was her dream.
Right.
And I recently came to know that whenever a mother dreams, God will be aiding her, it seems,
Okay.
to realize her dream. And I'm happy she has seen me becoming an engineer before she left the world. And now also I feel so many miracles happening in my career, which are sometimes not humanly possible. Like whatever I aim, whatever I wish, that keeps happening.
Okay.
I feel it's only because of mother's wish and blessing
True.
and God's support that it happens. Otherwise, if I look back to my life before getting in engineering,
Right.
I was so careless, I would say, about my career, education. I used to live happily, play around, and never was serious about education,
Right.
and never topping the school or class. Always enjoying the leadership roles and that. But when I was nearing 10th standard, somehow I realized, no, I have to become an engineer.
Right.
Then I started taking mathematics seriously, and surprisingly, I failed maths in 8th standard.
Okay.
And in 10th standard, I was the topper in the school
Wow.
in mathematics. Not only school, in our almost district,
Right.
I was the topper. And so slowly I was taking it seriously that I should become an engineer.
Right.
I would have missed very narrowly. Actually, I was not given composite mathematics in 8th standard.
Okay.
We used to have general maths and composite maths.
maths.
And for you to get into mathematics in 12th standard, you need to study composite maths. But I was not given the seat in composite
Okay.
in 8th standard because I didn't score any marks in 7th standard. I went and cried with my father. I have to become an engineer, but I'm not getting composite itself. Now
Right.
itself, I'll lose that opportunity. Then he gave a letter to school, and that letter saved me. They pushed me into composite math.
Okay.
And you see the turnaround.
Yeah.
By 10th standard, I have become the topper in the school in mathematics.
Right.
I used to tell some teachers, this country would have lost an engineer if my father had not given a letter to school.
Yeah.
So it is a miracle actually that way. And in engineering also, I used to score cent percent in maths actually. And in plus 12th standard also, I scored almost 99% in
Did
math.
this love for maths only happen because you wanted
Engineering.
to be? Yeah. No passion or no interest in mathematics?
No. Maths, I used to, because I'm basically an application guy.
Right.
My wife is also maths postgraduate.
Okay.
I see the difference between us. She's a core mathematician actually.
Okay.
She is not good at application.
Right.
Whereas I'm an application guy. So in maths also, if you see analytical geometry,
Trigonometry.
trigonometry, I used to be very good in those things.
Okay.
Not in absolute algebra or
Right.
these things. So that decides your. So I always tell engineering students that you should identify where you are strong and focus in that, and where that strength will be useful.
Right.
Then you will be successful.
True. So your mother inspired you to become an engineer.
Engineer, yeah.
And you named your firm after her.
Yeah, Satyavani
Yes.
Projects and Consultants.
So-
Because of her only, I am a civil engineer.
True. So
And-
what's a part of her that you carry with you even now, every day?
My mother has injected values in us, certain values, like as a person, not for engineering,
As a human being.
but not to depend on anybody's strength. You have to grow on your own strength. Even ancestral assets, you should not depend.
Right.
Once you are 21 years age, like in US it happens. My mother used to tell me, you should not expect any rupee from your parents or ancestral property. In fact, in a way, I become nervous at the age of 21. Once I finished my graduation, I even for paying post-graduation fee, I borrowed and paid. I didn't take from my father or mother, though they could have given,
Right.
because they have inculcated that culture that we should not depend on others. And I got the stipend, I could study that in post-graduation. Similarly, she always used to say, never bother about which clothes you wear. Always bother about what you are. People ask you what you have studied. And though by looking at your appearance, attire and all, ultimately what you are after talking to the person, what you talk only matters actually. Then they forget what you are wearing,
Right.
what is your attire, what is your status. Doesn't matter. It is the intellect that matters. So these are the qualities that they have inculcated in us, which I carry forward. In my dealing with the client, never hurt anybody, without, even if there is a reason. There is no reason to hurt. So we have to respect other person's feelings
Right.
and understand why. If he has hurt us also, understand why he has hurt. See if you are to correct anything. Like that, so many values. That's why in my company also I say I am setting values for excellence. Excellence is expected from any consultant engineer.
True.
Without excellence, you cannot be a consultant.
Right.
But these are the days of flavor, you know. So what flavor we give with excellence is values actually.
Right.
So I have preferred to lose many things for the sake of values
Values.
than getting the money or getting the name. First is the value.
True.
Whether we are following the right path or not is very important.
You spent decades in this field of civil
4
engineering.
decades this
4
year.
decades. So what excites you about this profession every morning, even now when you wake up?
That's really wherever I am. When I wake up, the first thing I see is a window or a door or a ceiling or a wall, and everything belongs to me, my profession.
Right.
what I design. And wherever I go, by flight, airport, terminal, runway, by road, highway, bridges, by canal, water, by food, irrigation, command area, everything that we see, I understand what it is, how to do it.
Right.
And I'm very fortunate, a civil engineer, I would say. I got the opportunity to deal with almost all the domains
True.
in civil engineering.
Right.
Not only structures, irrigation planning, offices, schools,
Right.
institutions, and master planning, townships. So many things. Bridges we have done,
Right.
canals we have done, aqueducts we have done, and defense
Right.
for the country, border protection, nuclear,
Oh.
capsule assembly, armor room we call, unmanned
Right.
blast resistant structure,
You touched everything.
everything. VVIP accommodation in case of nuclear war, how
Okay.
VVIP will be protected. We designed that structure.
How would that look like?
It's underground. I got opportunities like that, and border advanced landing grounds we say, and now submarine torpedoes, manufacturing and storage, Akash missiles,
Okay.
assembly and storage project. So like that, I don't know how I got these opportunities, but I'm so happy, excited that as a civil engineer, I'm able to connect with all the facets of life
Right.
and what life needs.
True.
We are working for that. That is the excitement every morning.
Every day. Right. If you weren't an engineer, how do you think your life would have looked like? Or which
In fact, sometimes, of course, I should be an engineer on my mother's wish. But once I lost my mother, my father lived alone for 37 years in my village.
Right.
So maybe some 5 years ago, I complained to my father for allowing me to become an engineer and not a lawyer.
Okay.
In fact, in plus two also, I used to think if I fail to get into engineering, I'll become a lawyer.
Okay.
So like that, I used to think. But lately, I felt, okay, engineering was my passion, is my passion. I'm enjoying it. But I have a feeling of guilt that I couldn't spend time with my father when he was alone for 35 years. That's the only regret I have. Now he's not there, but I complained to him that why you didn't force me to become a lawyer.
Right. You think you would have been a better lawyer than a better engineer?
Definitely. Yeah, I would have become a good lawyer also because by nature,
Right.
my great-grandfather was a lawyer, means my mother's grandfather.
Right.
And my great-grandfather was also advocate in revenue.
Okay.
And my father was an advocate. So I had a certain natural inklings for logic, reasoning, rational. I use that in my engineering now,
Okay.
that natural thing.
Right. Let's talk about building more than just structures.
Yeah.
Right. So when we talk about civil engineering, people assume it to be associated with structures. So what part of civil engineer's life is something people don't really notice?
It is actually the analysis, what we do. That is the core of engineering actually.
Right.
When we get any problem or requirement, project requirement, immediately there is a process that runs in our mind.
Right.
How to plan, what are the requirements, how to meet the requirements, and how to analyze for those requirements, and how to design, and how to plan construction. That is a construction engineering we call. This many people don't know. Even engineers don't know.
Okay.
And construction itself. How to do the construction, scheduling, technology. There are so many facets. People only see the end result.
Right.
But behind that end result, engineers' struggle goes on. And in engineering, we have these standards, codes of practice. Sometimes we have intuitive power, but code doesn't permit. So we have to convince
Okay.
the approving authorities that it works.
Right.
Fortunately, in our codes, there is one preamble always that engineer in charge has the right to decide about engineering.
Okay.
Like I tell you, so many great structures like Sears Towers in Chicago, the first tallest building in the world, 400 meters,
Okay.
was built using or taking inspiration from bamboo structure. Bamboo is the tallest natural structure.
Right.
That is slenderness we call, height to dimension ratio. Fazlur Khan, a Bangladeshi architect,
Okay.
has taken inspiration and given the structural system for that. Sears Towers.
Right.
And after constructing that, people developed a theory around that.
Okay.
That is the intuitive power actually.
Right.
So that has become a concept. Like that, engineers will have the intuitive power naturally, which is the most efficient system, and we design based on that. But sometimes codes don't permit.
Right.
So after we do, codes will come,
Right.
accepting, validating that theory. So this is what many people do not know.
Right. So what's that one structure you built that changed you as a person?
My first structure was really, that's again God's gift, I would say, on Tirumala Hills. 173 meters TV tower.
Wow.
That was my first design as an engineer.
Okay.
When I was studying itself, I used to always be after my guide to give me opportunity to do practical design. And the guide has given me that.
Okay.
And I designed that. It's really exciting for me to see that structure whenever I go to Tirumala.
Right.
That is the first structure. And that was as a student. But as a designer, the first structure I designed is in Charlapalli.
Okay.
CPRI UHV testing station, that is called, ultra high voltage. That means 1200 volts.
Oh.
The structure is a 60 meter tall, 47 meter span without fixed base.
Right.
For a structural engineer, that is a challenging thing. And that time, about 37 years back, I designed for 32 load combinations that structure. So that was another interesting structure I did.
Right.
And subsequently, I got the opportunity to design so many power transmission towers and communication towers. Like 50% of India's cellular network is designed by us.
Okay.
So I got that opportunity like that. It was a miracle again. Apart from that, towers, because towers, many people do not know about who has designed.
Right.
So I always used to think, no, I should get into popular designs also. And see, now we are able to participate in the planning and design of Telangana Secretariat and AP Velagapudi Secretariat.
Okay.
Both Telugu State Secretariat, I got the opportunity to be part of the design and planning.
Right. Right.
So that's, I got into so many buildings, like popular buildings, GVK one mall here, and Snow World,
Right.
entertainment,
Yeah.
and Jal Vihar, laser gallery, Lumini laser gallery. Like that, so many interesting projects I could get opportunity to. So whenever I think I should be part of this, I get the opportunity.
Wow.
And defense we have done. So now I am enjoying that recognition as an engineer,
Right.
being part of such popular projects also.
True. True.
Apart from base engineering projects
Right,
like communication, if we are talking on cell phone, it goes through the tower I designed.
Right. Yeah. Has there been any project that kept you up at night because that responsibility felt a little
Yeah,
overwhelming?
many times actually.
Okay.
Many times when I was in job also for 4 years in my beginning of my career,
Right.
I never knew when I sleep, when I eat.
Right.
And that has affected my health also. So then I took a conscious decision, no, I should stick to timelines and all. But still, when I am in the office, there will be so many times challenging designs. When I get involved in that challenging design, I forget the world. I really go back to home in the midnight, 12 o'clock.
Right.
Only after solving the problem, I realize I am Surya Prakash. Till then, I am into the problem, solving that. So with my colleagues, I work. Of course, I stopped working myself on the system,
Right.
but I'll make them work, sit with them, and solve the problem.
Right.
So we have done, for example, 400 kV power transmission, Simhadri, 1000 megawatt evacuation. We have designed Raichur, 1000 megawatt power evacuation. Mostly in towers, because The tower design is the one which is tested.
Right.
There are occasions where structural engineers have got heart attack during testing.
Okay.
So we connect with the structure so much.
Right.
If the structure is failing,
I know.
we also fail. So when we design such structures which are tested, we have to be 100%. There is no tolerance actually.
Right.
It has to perform. If I have designed for 100 tons load, it has to withstand 106 tons. It should not fail before that.
Right.
So this happens in transmission. Like that, and some projects we have to complete in time.
True.
I have done, for example, e-racing, a VVIP gallery, which was to be completed in 30 days. And we did it.
Okay.
So during such period, I can't say I'll sleep at 10 o'clock. So we lose sleeps
Right.
to solve to give the solution for thing.
Yeah.
Like that, many projects right now, we are doing about 50 projects ongoing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we have a structured team which will work for those projects. And sometimes clients need timely solutions. So many timely projects we delivered like that.
So when it comes to design or structures, we see people often celebrating architects for beautiful structures and all. Why do you think engineers don't get the same recognition?
No, that's actually misconception in urban scenario.
Right.
Like Hyderabad, Delhi, Bombay, cities, people only know or recognize architects. Because here architecture plays a greater role.
Right.
But in the rural areas, you see only engineers and people don't know architects
Architects,
in
right.
the rural areas. And in India, we have few cities, urbanization is still 40%.
True.
So, and there are less number of architects compared to engineers. Because they are less, they tend to settle in urban areas only, architects.
Right.
So that is the reason, because most of the people who build homes or good structures happen in cities, so
Right.
they only know architects.
Architects. Right.
But there cannot be any construction or infrastructure
Without an engineer.
without engineer.
Right. Let's get into the ethics part of the profession. One unethical decision can cost thousands of lives. Right. So, what are your thoughts on this?
Definitely. In fact, I have many such occasions where I had the conflict
Right.
with the client side, actually. I always tell my engineers, we are not working for the client. We are not working for the project.
Right.
We are working for the end user or stakeholder who is going to utilize that facility.
True.
Like bridges meant for people crossing the rivers or flyovers, roads for traveling, and buildings for living comfortably without stress in the mind. So we have to deliver a project that is important. If client tries to cut corners for the sake of his business reasons, we should not support. We don't support. We tell the client. If client doesn't accept, we resign from the project. Let there be some other person who may compromise, but I will not compromise. Like that, there are many occasions. If I go into specifics, probably it will go political. But
Right.
I have many. Like I'll tell you general one thing. We have done rural roads for combined Telugu state, about 8,000 kilometers.
Right.
We have done the design and DPR, and the cost per kilometer was coming to 60 lakh rupees then.
Okay.
I'm talking about 20 years ago. But the government of India, then Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, they have allocated only 30 lakhs per kilometer. And the department wanted us to revise the design estimate to 30 lakhs.
Okay.
So imagine what will happen. I tried meeting the minister, explaining that it's not right thing. There are ways of implementing with the correct technical things. Otherwise the roads will, and we are seeing the result of roads. So we didn't want to go further. In fact, we stopped till whatever we did. We have given the estimates as they wanted and closed the project. I didn't go further.
Right.
So this is the ethics part of engineer, I feel. We should not associate with that project beyond certain stage. And wherever I left, there were vigilance inquiries on those projects. And I feel my sticking to ethics only helped me out of that vigilance inquiries.
True.
So a lot of, at least 10, 20 examples I remember. I cannot mention everything,
right.
but this is the way it happens in ethics part.
Do you think in today's competitive world, it's harder for people to stay ethical?
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree. In fact, some of my colleagues also used to tell me, we have to compromise. I said, I will not compromise, come what may.
Right.
I will only take the rightful ethical earnings rather than whatever I can.
True.
In fact, I'm happy whatever I am. I have my other colleagues who have grown beyond certain limits, but I'm happy I have not grown like that.
Right.
I have grown what I'm deserving.
True.
And so I really did. Many people were surprised when I did 1,000 crore project for defense. Somebody asked me how much you paid. I said, I don't pay. Could you get the project without paying? In fact, because I was not paying, I got the project. That happens.
Right.
So we should look for such opportunities. There are many opportunities actually for the rightful people. We are engineers. We are not traders actually
Right.
to earn money.
True.
So engineering, we should earn money with engineering. How much money a man needs actually? I estimated that also.
Okay.
I have done that research actually. Verified the different places. What is the least amount of money with which we can live?
Right.
This is to motivate my civil engineering students that you don't have to aim to earn large. When you have to become a professional, you have to first concentrate on learning, then earning.
True.
In fact, and what is the smallest house a person needs? That also I studied.
Right.
We have this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana program, PMAY.
Okay.
There also you have 30 square meters. In fact, I have studied the plan in Hong Kong, where a CEO lives in 360 square feet house.
Okay.
Here, because we have land, Hong Kong is landlocked.
True.
So they cannot get the land, even if they can afford. So that's why they have to live in the available land.
Right.
And now there are so many countries which are working to develop this kind of housing because population is growing, land will not grow. So you have to learn to live in a small area
Right.
comfortably.
Okay.
So with the 360 square feet of house, they have developed furniture which suits 8 contexts actually.
Okay.
Morning context, breakfast context,
Right.
lunch context, office context, like that. Guest context, function context.
Wow.
You can change the plan.
Okay.
So this is what regarding money, earning, that one should not aim at earning huge money. We will not take that money anyway.
True.
We will not take the assets with us.
Right.
So better aim for intellect, which is eternal,
True.
and work for that. That satisfaction will take you a long way.
True. So what's that one compromise an engineer should not make?
Yeah, compromise on structure, specification, and requirement that is needed for people living there.
Right.
We should not, at any cost. Suppose some client asks us to design a toilet in 3 feet by 3 feet. Never. You should do.
Yeah.
So what is minimum required? Standards. We have to follow the standards without compromising. We have to follow the standards in materials. We have to follow the standards in systems. We have to follow the standards in planning.
Right.
So there we cannot compromise. The client gives us a project with certain vision and wish.
Right.
So we should work for that
True.
vision and wish. If somebody tries to make us compromise for his benefit, we should not be compromising.
Right. So let's talk about the current Indian infrastructure. When you get to travel through multiple cities, so what's that first thing that you notice about structures that others do not?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my look always goes for performance, functionality.
Right.
Like roads, if you see, there is a camber required for drainage, there is a stormwater drain required. I look for, and shoulders for safety, for the vehicles, curb, crash guards, Whether they are there or not, I'll be seeing. In fact, once we went for a holiday to to Finland. We were staying in a hotel. When I lie on the bed, I see the roof. What finish they have given. I found that they have not done the plaster. They have not done the texture also.
Okay.
They have given texture in the formwork itself and just painted white wall.
Okay.
I felt it's such an efficient thing.
True.
Why we don't do in India?
Right.
We do bad concrete. To cover it, we do plaster. And again, bad surface, we'll do texture. And then we paint.
Right.
So when I was telling my wife, she said, we are on a holiday.
Holiday.
You are still an engineer. So it's a boon or bane. We keep learning, in fact, wherever we are. If we are in boat also, we study the lake or river, flow, velocity, turbulence, all these things, engineering aspects.
Right.
So we enjoy that. For me, it's an enjoyment.
Right.
Subject rolling out in the mind every minute, every moment.
True. You
Isn't
look around, it's all
Yeah.
your subject. Right. So, what do you think we are getting right in our country's infrastructure today? One thing that we're getting right, and one thing we're not. We're stuck even in the old ways.
I tell you, yesterday I have seen one video
Right.
in Dwarka Expressway tunnel. The Dwarka tunnel, there was a fire accident in the car, and then immediately there is an automation that detected the fire, and it has activated the sprinklers, and within 70 seconds the fire was put off.
Okay.
So that is the positive side of it. And
Right.
today in the morning newspaper I read, earlier also I have studied that safety of roads in Telangana.
Right.
And Malkajgiri has got maximum black spots. And today the police department has given a report identifying those 340 black spots as the design flaws. But the unfortunate thing in our country is we cannot fix or punish a professional because engineering is not a profession recognized by Constitution of India. Indian government has not enacted Engineers Act.
Right.
So engineers will also be treated like criminals. And you can never prove that an engineer has designed to kill people.
True.
He will design, he will do mistake,
Yeah.
but it's an engineering mistake, but not a criminal mistake. So far in our country, there is no professional punished for his professional negligence or ignorance or incapability.
Right.
In fact, this I realized the moment I have become a structural engineer in 1990. Since then, I have been working to see that this engineer's bill is enacted.
Right.
In a smallest country like Maldives, there is an Engineers Act, 5 lakh population. And in our country with 150 crore population,
Right.
we don't have Engineers Act. And we have seen Gujarat earthquake, we have seen building collapse in Chennai. We are seeing so many people dying in road accidents.
True.
But unfortunately, there is no way you can make engineer accountable.
True.
So I feel that though I'm an engineer,
Right.
now engineer should be happy actually, not being punished for his mistakes.
Right.
But being an engineer, I feel that engineer should be punished if he doesn't do engineering.
Right.
So this is the flaw in our system, both the sides, as you said.
Yeah.
We have good advancements. We are building bullet train tracks and
Right.
dedicated freight corridors. We are designing runways for heaviest aircraft in the world. We are able to design tall buildings
Right.
on one side. On the other side, even the smallest things, houses collapsing,
True.
foundations failing. We are seeing accidents happening on the smallest roads.
If you had a complete authority for a year to make any changes in our infrastructure today, what changes would you be making?
The first thing I do is I will make the Parliament enact Indian Professional Engineers Council.
Right.
So that draft bill is there. Last year there was a movement that it should be enacted, but somehow it didn't happen. I had at least 10, 15 times disappointments that government is not giving its due importance.
Right.
That's the thing I will do. And then make all the institution of engineers, like we have India, Institution of Engineers India, to be apex body
Right.
to as an umbrella covering all the professional associations and organizations. and regulate the engineering profession. And there should be license to practice. There should be license to teach. There should be a license to work in government organizations for professionals.
Right.
So that they will be bound by engineering norms rather than any other criteria.
Right.
And they should have fear that they lose their license to work if they don't act as real engineers with all ethical reasons. So this is the biggest thing. And in Europe, there is one FIB, Federation International of Britain, that is Concrete Association, which will regulate the research in entire world.
Okay.
They come up with the codes which will be developed based on the supporting research. So I wish that we should have the similar research in our country also for the development of standards. So these are the two things. And Dr. Abdul Kalam said once, for every problem in our country, technology is the solution.
Right.
Whether it is nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, can solve the problems. We are seeing how UPI has changed the whole cash transactions and all. And like that, if we implement the right technology, and technology who will do? It is engineers.
Right.
So engineers should be made accountable for doing the right thing, doing the engineering.
Right.
So that's what I wish. It can solve all the problems.
True. So talking about technology, we see AI entering every field. Do you think AI can ever replace an experienced engineer?
Never. See, AI, as it says, it is artificial
Artificial
intelligence.
Right.
AI can replace your script. AI can replace your speech. AI can replace your pictures. AI can replace your text writing.
Right.
But AI cannot judge. And we have a question to people who use AI also, that if anything goes wrong, because AI gives wrong things based on data it has.
True.
And many times it said sorry to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I only feel AI is an advanced version of research, Google search engine.
Right.
And with a better database and ability to understand is the extra thing in AI.
Right.
But for us to design or take decisions, we need to be involved as an expert. Our experience and expertise will help.
Right.
In fact, once I tried, my friend, when he asked, on auditorium, I tried to get the costing. AI has told me what all I have to do to get the casting. I mean, I know that. Because it didn't have the data to support that the activity. So similar, AI is dependent on the data. And so is the expert. Suppose if I have the experience, I can come up with the solutions.
Right.
So whether it is expert or AI, data is the base. And experts can come to the solution faster, but take time to generate report, whereas AI generates report faster if expert gives the expert input.
Right.
So this is my take on AI.
Right. So what do you think is that one technology that will change the whole construction in the next 10 years?
There are many developments happening, like we have 3D modular construction, we have prefab technologies, we have 3D printing. So these are the three things which will change as we move forward in the construction, and so many materials.
True.
Very good materials we are getting, lightweight materials and factory-made materials. So we are moving towards total mechanization in construction.
Right.
So, and in fact, in 2018, I expressed my wish and dream that people should order their house on Amazon.
Okay.
Pay advance 75,000 with your card, get the house, and pay balance 2,25,000, and it's happening now.
Right.
We are very close to that happening. So I feel that it should be ready to occupy. You should, like we are buying car.
Right.
Why can't we buy a house which is ready-made and not builders constructing, but industry selling? So that's a thing for house, at least I feel.
Right.
We should move to technology towards that, and we can achieve that.
True. So do you think engineering colleges today are preparing students enough for the industry?
In fact, I differ with many people on training engineers on practical thing only. No. In fact, our engineering course, what I have studied, I felt it has given me a lot of analytical skills, ability to think. And if I were trained on a specific software or specific application, I would have become a clerk. not an engineer.
Right.
So do we need engineers or clerks? We need engineers. So for us to get engineers, they should be exposed to all that I have studied, like irrigation. We have studied highways. We have studied airports. We have studied ports and harbors. We studied hydraulic structures, structural engineering.
Right.
All these are required for a real engineer to become good engineer.
Right.
I don't suggest training on software because that's very bad. We are confining them as clerks or operators,
Right.
which is not correct.
Right. So after spending years of leading teams, which you did, so what are things that you learned about leadership that no management book has taught you?
Yeah, actually, I always differ with many people. Management is not about directly hitting the people and setting the targets
Right.
for professionals, particularly. Professionals grow and become better with the freedom, responsibility, and respect.
Right.
These are the three things I found whenever I motivate my engineers, they performed better and they delivered better. I never ask my engineer to stay back beyond office hours or work on a holiday. I feel that they should feel that responsibility. I only tell them that solving engineering problem, if you work like a clerk, you cannot do.
Right.
If you say I close my work at 6 o'clock, suppose you are at the verge of getting solution. If you extend by half an hour, get the solution, you should do it.
Right.
If you close there and come next day, again you have to start from the beginning, scratch. And it takes longer time than half an hour.
Right.
So I feel professionals cannot work to just time. At the same time, we should not expect professional to spend time in the office when you don't have work.
True.
So we should give that freedom to choose the timings. And I have done that, and I'm getting good results, motivated engineers.
Right.
That is important.
How do you handle mistakes when there's lives, there's timelines, and budgets involved?
Mistakes, if we try to cover up, you will end up in bigger problem. I had that experience also.
Right.
Now I learned accepting the mistake and seeking time and pardon to
Right.
correct it. You will be able to do it.
So do you think India should make these periodic structural audits mandatory for all the buildings after a certain age?
Actually, we used to have National Building Code, in which it has already specified every 5 years there should be a structural qualification of the building, seismic qualification and all.
Right.
Because we know this climate change happening, and a lot of things that were considered in the design some 30, 40 years back today have changed.
True.
Whether it is materials or loads, occupancy. So it is always good for buildings or infrastructure to be audited once in a 5 years, and the engineer should certify its structural stability or adequacy. That is their provision, but many people don't do it. We have some clients like ITC who will do definitely religiously once in 5 years structural audit of their facilities.
Right.
It should be done.
So how many years does it?
5 years.
Every 5 years. Okay. Why do disasters make it to the headlines only when something collapses, but not during, when it's built or?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel it is the media problem, TRP ratings, and they want to only sensationalize the things
Right.
rather than. In fact, in 2001, when I went to Singapore first, I read the newspaper. There was no political news or crime news. It is all the positive development that is happening. In fact, since then I have been feeling why Indian media doesn't work for encouraging the positivity.
Right.
If I give information that I have done this design innovatively,
Right.
it will not be published.
True.
If anything happens wrong,
That's
then they
right.
will. And now also we see crime one page they dedicate. Why they don't dedicate at least one page for constructive future
Innovation.
growth oriented innovation,
Right.
one page.
True.
In newspaper or even TV channels, they should give at least some slot for development.
True.
Encourage the growth,
Right.
encourage the innovation.
Right. Do you think India values preventive maintenance enough?
Not enough, actually. In fact, India has been a developing country. We know economically we are not strong enough. As I said, even for the capital expenditure that is required, they are cutting.
Right.
They give the budget and ask us to design.
Right.
And there is no provision for preventive maintenance at all.
True.
So it has to be made actually. Now that we are getting better, we should spend more on preventive maintenance for infrastructure. In fact, that's why we see a lot of potholes in the roads because a stitch in time saves nine, and we don't stitch itself. So we
Yeah.
are killing nine without stitch. So that's very unfortunate thing. We have to realize now to spend on maintenance.
Right. Should engineers have more decision-making authority when it comes to infrastructure than politicians?
Exactly. In fact, I have written an article also that most of the decisions are taken by politicians,
Politicians,
and
right.
everybody is passionate about construction, and the construction feeds politicians. So
True.
that's why they want to get into it. I always feel that every state has got board of chief engineers. My experience is when I deal with projects in central government, there is least political involvement or
Right.
zero actually.
Right.
Whereas in the state governments, when I deal with projects, there is a political involvement. So we should change that, and every state has got board of chief engineers. So I always say that board of chief engineers should be empowered to take decisions on infrastructure, whether it is budgeting, DPR approval,
Right.
and always cabinet should only take the final approval. It should not be getting into the technicalities. We are seeing a lot of problems now because of political involvement in this, whether it is irrigation projects or building projects or infrastructure projects.
Right.
We should cultivate that politicians should not be allowed to involve. And we all know if the political fundraising is allowed officially, it should be allowed, I feel,
Right.
so that they don't resort to unethical means of raising the fund. So that ultimately it is the greed, everywhere problem. So we as individuals should motivate children not to be greed. They should be more towards work and integrity, honesty. These are the qualities which are required.
So, what's that one engineering myth that people strongly believe, but it's completely wrong?
Yeah, many people think that because we are living on slab, slab should be strong. Columns need not be. But actually, engineering-wise, it is the column foundation that has to transfer. Because foundation is buried in the ground, nobody bothers. But the foundation is important for longevity of the structure.
True.
And next columns, next beams, next slab. So this is just for easy understanding, I'm telling. Like that, in many projects, we know engineering-wise what is important, but people give more importance to what we see.
Right.
Like facade or color, painting, these things. But structure should be strong.
Right.
If structure is strong, you can keep changing your interiors any number of times.
True.
If structure fails, whatever best interior you do, it will not
Doesn't-
sustain.
Right.
So that is the myth there.
Right. So, if you could redesign one Indian city right from scratch, which one would it be and why?
Of all the cities, I feel bad with the Bangalore and Calcutta. Means they're not planned.
Right.
They're not designed, and they're not upgraded or updated for the current growth rate that is happening. So I would, in fact, I worked on master plan of Hyderabad
Okay.
20 years back. I have given 22 years back. I have given guidelines because of which this without FSI, free FSI has come into Hyderabad. I studied and gave logical input why free FSI should be done. Allow the growth where there is a demand, and that's happening now. We are seeing. Whereas other cities, it is not there. And also, I don't see, particularly Bangalore or even Calcutta, raising to the need of the hour, whether it is infrastructure, public transport, drainage, and they are very good cities actually, originally.
True.
But now, because they have not taken steps to have a proper master plan, it now we are seeing. So, master plan is the solution actually, right? Master plan.
Right. Has your definition of success changed over the years?
Yeah. Earlier childhood, I used to think satisfying my needs of good clothes, good vehicle, all that. But now I feel peace of mind is the success actually, not anything else.
Right.
We should be able to enjoy. I feel I'm successful in terms of satisfying my intellectual need. In fact, sharing the knowledge, gaining the knowledge.
Right.
This is what is actually human being requires. Not satisfying us with the right food, comfortable living,
Materialistic things.
materialistic. I always say happiness is defined by intellectual satisfaction and eternal feeling
Right.
and nothing else.
Right.
So we should define success with that.
So they say failures teach a lot more than success do. So what's that one failure that taught you a lot of things?
Yeah, in fact, failure happens because of accidents, actually. Nobody lands in failure knowingly, actually. It's an unknown thing.
Right.
But when it happens, if we are constructive enough to analyze why it happened and take steps to prevent, I did that. I took steps to prevent. And but still, we learn driving and we'll learn to maneuver certain things, but definitely you will come across some incident episode which is not thought of. So we had 3-4 accidents like that in projects,
Right.
and I keep learning.
Right.
And somebody told me there is no structural engineer in the world who has not come across a failure.
Right.
And it happens to wake you up. Fortunately, lives are not lost in my failures.
Right.
So, but still, a failure is a failure. We have to prevent that, and we have to follow the standards and the process. So I keep working on that.
What does your younger self deserve more credit for?
Younger self, credit, yeah, because I worked hard. I definitely worked hard. Once as I was entering into engineering stream, I've become more serious, and I worked hard.
Right.
And credit, I feel I'm getting more than I deserve.
Right.
If I see my younger self, I didn't deserve all this. But still, it's my mother's wish and dream that has given me real credit.
Right. So what's that one dream you still haven't fulfilled?
Yeah, I had 2 dreams actually. One is to do research in Germany, because Germans are the best in engineering.
True.
And I used to think my guru has done that in Germany. So I used to think I should go to Germany and do it. But somehow I couldn't get that time. Maybe years to come I may get. I want to do that. Second one is, dream is to design the tallest structure in the world. Anytime. So waiting for that.
Right. So we'll do like a quick rapid fire thing now. Steel or concrete?
Concrete,
Leadership or expertise?
expertise,
Quality or speed?
quality,
Experience or innovation?
innovation.
One city you admire for its planning?
Chandigarh,
One engineering marvel that inspires you?
Burj Khalifa,
One word that defines India's infrastructure?
yet to grow.
What's one belief that you strongly believe in but most people disagree with?
I believe in inner soul actually, and that dictates everything, that drives everything.
Right.
And you have a lot of energy in that, which unless we realize, we will not be able to utilize. And systematic life,
Right.
punctual, time bound. That's what my father taught me,
Right.
and I strongly believe that we'll be happy following the norm. And many people think that other way actually.
Right.
I don't know whether it takes really a long time to realize inner self and soul. And there is much more in your inner soul than outside actually.
True.
And the quantum theory is proving now. I'm finding a lot of answers to my these beliefs from quantum theory.
Right. So, if not for your expertise or your interest in your field, what other fields interest you?
In fact, I realized law is a much bigger field. In fact, I have seen some lawyers which amazed me actually. The kind of the speed with which they get into any domain,
Right.
understand the domain, and come up with an argument or logical reasoning.
Right.
It's really amazing. I have seen my uncle, who is a retired judge, in High Court and a retired Supreme Court judge, some Supreme Court lawyers who interacted with me on my subject.
Okay.
And that started talking better than me in that subject.
Okay.
So I feel law
Law.
teaches them
True.
much more.
So what's that one question you're tired of answering to people?
I'm never tired actually. uh, yeah, I enjoy. In fact, as somebody wise man said, it is not the person who is asking question. It is the person who is answering who is a fool actually. If he doesn't answer. So I never tired of. If you are facing the same question more times means more people need that answer. So we have to answer.
Yeah. What is that one question you wish people asked engineers more?
Life of structure. How many years this building is going to survive?
Right.
And unfortunately, Indian standards don't have methodology to design for life of structure.
Right.
So now it is coming actually, performance-based design, which will answer those questions.
What's the legacy that you would like to leave behind? Not as an engineer, but as a human being.
Dharma. Follow dharma. Don't question dharma.
Right.
Science is non-existent actually as per the dharma. So if you try to find scientific answers for dharma, it's not correct. In fact, quantum theory is giving answers to that.
Okay.
Dharma.
Right.
And I feel that everybody should follow dharma without questioning. And it gives its own solutions
Right.
to the quest for life.
Right. So what's that one message you would like to give every engineer out there watching this?
Yeah, I always say, be an engineer, do engineering,
Right.
and enjoy engineering. That is the integrity of an engineer.
Right.
Don't do other things in engineering. So I have a slide also in all my talks, which is there in my issue. Train engineers to be engineers.
Right. What would you want people to remember you by? Not with the title on your business card, but what do you want people to remember you by?
I want people to remember me as Surya Prakash, the name given by my parents. And I feel they should remember that I have changed some lives at least. Youngsters particularly, they should, as I am working, I thought I am a professional, I should make good civil engineers. When I tried making good civil engineers, when I went to colleges, I found that it is difficult to change them. Then I went to schools, primary school and higher secondary school. I feel that we should help these children, school children. Like as I said, if I were not helped by my father, I would have lost my life, means career.
Yes.
So they should be helped, these children, and they should be supported with the right way of living.
The foundation.
That goes a long way. Whatever I realized in my childhood, it is helping me throughout life.
Right.
About the values, about the ethics, about the way of living.
Thank you so much for joining us
I
today.
felt like another examination, but I hope I have done
You've done more
adequately.
than great. Yeah. No, it was very insightful, and this is something even I didn't have a lot of knowledge about. When it comes to design, we often, who appears first? It's the architects. So what actually happens behind it is something not even me has a lot of knowledge on. So it has been very insightful, and now I know why there are so many awards in the other room. Yeah. Thank you so much for
Okay,
joining us
nice
today.
meeting you, and hope to do more with you.